Hey guys, this Litter Magic here, and it's time to talk about a problem that, well, appears to be affecting most of the people who play Magic. And this time, the problem isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. I know, I'm surprised too. It's Wizards screwing up again. Okay, now I'm not surprised. Attendance at my local gaming store has been down the toilet. Everybody I talked to except for one person said that theirs is down the toilet. I talked to a lot of the store owners in my area plus extended area. They all said it's down the toilet. And the agreed upon reason, which may not be, the same in all cases, is basically if you win packs at FNM, they're going to be Kaladesh, and Kaladesh isn't worth anything. You either open a masterpiece or you don't, and beyond that, even the dual lands aren't worth that much. And then to really kick the players when they're down, the promo isn't very good. Why did they pick it? Like, the best promo I can remember in recent history would be Path to Exile. That was a perfect choice. It's universally recognized. Everybody runs Path to Exile in some kind of modern deck. You could use 4 of them no matter who you are or what you play. Even Commander players really want a Path to Exile. So that one was brilliant, and I think at the time it was floating in around $10. Even before it came out as the promo, it was around $10. I think the promo might have been even higher. So the way that most local gaming stores do it is either the winners get all of them, the winners get half of the promos, and then half are given away, or all, usually 4 of them, are given away randomly. So if you only have 8 people, either finish in the top 2 to get the 2 that are given away, or be somewhat moderately lucky in the remaining 6. Your combined luck theoretically should be about a 50-50 then. Bare minimum, it's 1 in 3 if you want to discount performance. So for the typical entry fee of $5, a $10+ card is pretty good. It's just simple math. Wizards is taking your US dollars and giving it to the local gaming store, and then giving you in exchange for your US dollars a card worth more than that in US dollars, which is really what they wish they could do with every new set. If every time you spent, $105 or whatever on a box of Kaladesh, you opened $150 worth of cards, that would be ideal. Since they failed to do that, they could at least make the promos good. And honestly, this promo and I think the next one, I remember being terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh yeah, it's Fiery Temper. I thought it was Noose Constrictor, but I think that one's coming up too or something. Yeah, that one's actually January. Okay, Noose Constrictor was first printed in Eldritch Moon. It's an uncommon. It's kind of a filler card. It really only works with Madness, and people don't usually play Green Madness. It's more of a black-red kind of thing. So yeah, it's a 2/2 for 2 with reach, and it could be a 3/3 in case of emergency. You could just ditch a land or something. I still wouldn't really call it modern good. At best it would show up in a sideboard, but if you wanted it for your modern deck, it's not that hard to pick it up. It's an uncommon. October's was, of course, Rise from the Tides, which is a terrible card. It costs 6, it's a sorcery, it's just not good. What it does is pretty good, and it would fit in some decks right now, so, it's not terrible, but it's certainly not good. Then we've got, for November, Fiery Temper. Oh boy, a really crappy lightning bolt that only works with Madness. Oh good. Considering there's Lightning Bolt and Rift Bolt and that's it, the Madness cost of 1 is significant. It is like another Lightning Bolt, but unless you're playing Madness, it's going to be pretty darn impossible. What are you going to do? Hold 8 cards and then discard it and then pay 1? I wouldn't recommend it. Also, I'm not sure if that works. Why can't they just take a $3 to $7 card that everybody wants either from Standard or from Modern or even Commander and just print that? If they always made it a card that people actually want, people legitimately will show up just for that. They just want to win it and they just want 4 of them. Even the somewhat recent one, Sylvan Scrying, that wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. At first, when they first came out, it was worth a bit. I think Tron people were all excited about it or something. And before that was actually June. Before that, in May, was Goblin Warchief, which, he's pretty decent. And then before that was Blighted Fen. I don't really get that one. At least do Blighted Woodland, the actually popular one. I do like its effect. It's quite good. A land that kills people but also taps for mana, that's pretty darn good. So coming off of those, they got nothing but crap all the way through January. What the hell are you thinking, Wizards? You can't just cruise on the value of your booster packs, apparently. Now, I like alternate arts in general. I like it when my odds are even better, so if nobody shows up, that's great. Or, less people, not nobody. That's no good. I go just to play though, but apparently that does not describe everybody. A lot of players are so sick of dropping money, especially at this point. I mean, Conspiracy, From the Vault, one after another after another after another. Now we got Commander. They're just not even sick of spending money. They're out of money. There is no more money to give Wizards. So unless they're handing them a $10 promo, they're not interested in spending $5 on Friday Night Magic. Now, I'll go just to play. It's something to do. I mean, what am I going to do on Friday night that costs less than $5? Probably sit home. I can't really think of anything else. Well, go for a walk in the park, play Pokemon Go? Maybe. Actually, screw that. It's cold out. Kaladesh came out. I got some deck ideas. I built some decks. I want to try them, and I want to play with them. I mean, even if there was no promo and I wasn't guaranteed a prize at all, even if there were no prizes, I'd probably still show up just to play. It's not exactly that expensive, so the people who are just like nuts about like the ROI of every Friday, I just don't even understand that, but I kind of get it. I mean, some people are like, I put so much into Magic, I'm not going to FNM if I'm pulling a pack with an EV of 80 cents or whatever it's at now, and then the promo is also worth nothing. So there's a 0% chance that I'll have anything worth anything unless I pull a masterpiece. Well, the same people probably didn't spend a whole lot on booster boxes or boosters at all, so they kind of do need the commons and uncommons. So just winning packs at all lets them build a deck, but then they have to have a deck in the first place. So I can see why people would be on the fence, but I still don't understand the whole I have to make $3 profit or I'm not showing up. It's just dumb. Now, at my old LGS, we get like 50 people showing up. So if they had the typical amount, which is 4 promos, your odds of winning it were so low, you might as well not consider the cost of the promo because you're probably not going to get it. You have to either place first or second place or get it randomly. Or I think all 4 were random there. I don't even remember. Who cares? I hate that place. I hope it gets destroyed by a meteor. So obviously there are 2 solutions. Make a set that's worth more, which obviously they actively try to do, duh. Or make the promos worth more, because then people will be like, oh, cool promos. Oh, we only have 10 people show up, so my odds are like really freaking good of winning it. Cool, I might make a profit from playing Magic, which who doesn't want to do that? I mean, it sounds cool. It's kind of like pretending to be a pro, and God knows some people at my local gaming store like to pretend to be a pro. Now, the other solution is increase the cost of the boosters. Make every booster effectively worth, $3 based on the average of what you would open. Well, if they could do that consistently, they would. They've proven that they have no idea how to do that, and masterpieces were not the answer. It drove down the cost of 99% of packs. Actually, slightly higher. It's like 99.3%. It's terrible. Come on. But if the packs were worth like $4 or something on average, people would just buy them and open them until the point where it wouldn't be worth that much. So it's kind of an unattainable goal. So you can't just say, oh, I want to win packs because the EV is so high. That's not sustainable week after week after week. It's just incredibly unlikely, if not logically impossible. So it goes back to, hey, Wizards, release a promo that doesn't suck. And I don't even get the consistency. There's no pattern. I mean, sometimes it's a modern card, sometimes it's a standard card, sometimes it's a popular card or a rare, sometimes it's a who gives a crap card, like, a land, like Blighted. Or, for example, Noose Constrictor, a card that nobody wanted, nobody cared about. My God, they might as well be giving away like a buy one, get one free coupon for cans of beans, which honestly, I'd be a little bit more interested in that than a Noose Constrictor. I eat beans all the time, at least I get some damn value out of it. Now, some of the newer players, and me, get really, really, really excited when they get one at all, because it's an alternate art, it's a promo, it's a special marked one. I mean, I just love stuff like that, and I really don't own that many. I probably own a total of 15 or less total promos. It's actually probably closer to like 12 after I traded away the Anguished Unmaking. So like the game day promos, the release day promos, I get way into that. The buy a box promos, love them. I don't care if it's $30 or 30 cents. I just like having them. But, at the end of the day, for some people, it just comes back to money. Money, 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 and all they want is value. I will say, though, to make everybody happy, in case you haven't caught that, I suggest this is the solution so far. If they have a $15 promo, we'll say, because I think Path on day 1 might have been 15 or 16 bucks, briefly. So it has been done. So a $15 promo, now if you really like the artwork and really like, winning promos, now it's also worth $15. So that's just like even more, I need to do well or I need to get really lucky and show up every FNM so I hopefully win one. And then the value people will be happy too, and they'll show up because, if you start winning $10 profit every single FNM, you're going to put that straight into your deck or trade for the cards you need. It enables people to play, it rewards them for playing, and technically printing a $15 promo versus a 30-cent promo, I mean, it doesn't really cost Wizards more or less. I mean, they still have to put ink on paper, cut it, and send it to your store. So what card they select has no bearing on them. It doesn't cost them more to print a Path to Exile. So if the next promo was Birds of Paradise and the one after that was Reflecting Pool, people would be losing their minds. I mean, that would be a $5 to $10 card all day. I mean, it's hard to say what the alternate art would be worth versus the older art. Sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes it's not, but it would definitely be worthwhile. And I know it sounds silly saying we need a Birds reprint, but we still do. I mean, you could never, ever print too many Birds of Paradise. There could literally be a product called Bird Bomb, and it's just 60 Birds of Paradise in a sealed deck for like $20. Still, the world would not have enough Birds of Paradise. Reflecting Pool, I don't even know what that goes in. It's kind of like a second or third rate land, but it is quite good and it is quite expensive right now. The price like doubled lately, so I don't know why, but hey, the price doubled lately, make it a promo. Yeehaw, obviously somebody wants it. So at the end of the day, I don't get it. The obvious solution for about 50 different reasons is that Wizards print promos for FNM that don't suck. In fact, apply it to box promos too. In fact, wasn't one of them like Thalia or Thalia's Lieutenant or some version of Thalia? It was a really, really, really good card and people were all excited about it. So up all the promos, the participation promos for release day and game day and all that, or whatever they all hand out. I honestly don't even remember what promos go out when, but make them all good. It's just not that hard to make them all good. Now, I'm not saying that the next promo should be Snapcaster Mage. People would cheat their butts off if it was above a certain value, and I think that's why they kind of put a cap on it. But I'll play devil's advocate for a second and go on the side of Wizards. I'm Wizards of the Coast. Why did I just choose to print a no-name crap card for the promo? What's my motivation? What's my thought process? Where's the benefit for me? I came up with absolutely nothing. So if you guys have an idea, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not and they're just idiots. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards that. In the last 3 years alone, Wizards has made so many blatantly stupid decisions, like on par with adding treasure chests or whatever the hell they called them to MTGO. That's just a bad decision. It is a non-opinion bad decision. It is a factually bad, harmful, awful decision. And then we've got News Constrictor as a promo, so I don't get it. With literally no reason for them not to put good cards as promos, they just aren't doing it, and it's pretty much the biggest factor from what I've determined in my small sample size of people not showing up to FNM. And people not showing up to FNM means they're not playing Magic, which means they're not buying anything, and goodbye. And then the local gaming store doesn't put as much effort into the events and hyping them and adding additional prizes and holding like a modern event on a different day and a commander event on a different day because it looks like Magic, their core thing is just kind of spinning down and losing interest. People not showing up to FNM is the fastest way to kill Magic. I mean, I know they said the majority of their customers play casual, play at school, play on the kitchen table. I don't think that that's true, and I certainly don't think that that's true from a spending money standpoint. Player base, maybe. I mean, it's hard to estimate. How do they even have those numbers? But they do have the numbers for FNM attendance. By the way, they absolutely will not share them with us because it would make their image look bad, but it is suspected worldwide that attendance is down lately. So my solution, print better promos. Simple as that. That is the number one easiest, most least detrimental thing that they could ever do. Do you guys agree, or do you have another solution? I mean, should they have some kind of giveaway? Should they have some kind of better incentives? Because, oh my god, don't even get me started on what Planeswalker points used to do compared to what they do now, which is nothing. If they had some kind of reward points thing or something that didn't suck, yeah, that would help a lot too. But for now, Wizards, come on. Stop printing crappy promos. We're all sick of it. So that's my rant for today, and if you've had higher than normal turnouts at your LGS, lucky you, I guess a couple people like Kaladesh or whatever, or you got a lot of new people that are excited about the game. Otherwise, if you're like mine and lost 75% of the players for the last couple weeks and nobody really knows why, well, hopefully Wizards fixes it. They probably won't, though. They'll probably just make up for the lack of sales and interest with more ripping people off, price hikes, and, just stupid money grab crap. I say that because, well, that's what they've been doing in the very recent past. So I wish I had better news, but who knows, maybe they might turn it around. I'll see you guys next video.